Hey guys, welcome back to Sassy Stitchery and Yonder Flosstube. Today is Monday, March the 16th, and it is a difficult, challenging time for us. So we're very concerned about your safety, our safety. We want to make sure that we can continue to run the business, but we also want to keep everybody safe. And North Carolina has made some declarations around gatherings and things like that. So there's a lot of fallout from just what we need to do to stay safe relative to the coronavirus outbreak. As of right now, nobody in Buncombe County, which is the county that we're located in, has been confirmed with the coronavirus. We don't have any staff that are showing any symptoms or have any illness or have any exposure that we know of. And we aren't aware of any direct customers with that, and we want to keep it that way for all of our sake. So we're going to be going online. We, as you know, run a pretty big online shop. Some of you may know that, but we do. And it's a pretty easy transition for us to move into the online world. And we're going to be doing that effective today through the next few weeks, I would say, at least through the end of the month and probably into about the middle of April. We're going to play that by ear. But, you know, I'm really sorry if you had trips planned to us. I know that a lot of you do that. And it's not with a lack of gravity that we make these decisions, but we really have given a lot of thought since we got back from market, and we just feel like that's the right thing to do. So we will, you know, welcome you back with open arms as soon as we're all through all this virus stuff, and hopefully we'll all fare well through that. In the meantime, we're going to be online with you. So we have our Learning Stitches online class going on. We're super excited about that. I've had a little trouble with the whole iPad thing. It's been holding Lesson 3 hostage for now 2 solid weeks. So I'll be working on that today. I had to buy a MacBook last week to try to fix that problem. So hopefully about the same time you see this video, hopefully the other one will be out there for you for Lesson 3. And we'll continue on with that. There's 15 lessons in that. I also have some other fun things planned for you. You know, we came back from market just completely loaded. I don't know if it's all on the website yet or not. I know Allie's been working feverishly to get it all put out there, and we had some of it out there before we left. But we just have tons of stuff. We bought stuff that, of course, wasn't on our list, and so has to be added to the website later. And I'm going to be doing some shop tours for you and walking you through some of those fun things. And I'll do that on a pretty regular basis so that you can see what we've got in the shop and see it up close and personal. We've also got some other stitch alongs going on, so we'll, you know, be sharing that with you. We've got lots of things we're gearing up for. We're getting ready to do hand-out long strafe from Queenstown Samplers. We're getting ready to do fun needlepoint stitch along in July, and so we're buying supplies for that with Gary and Vanna. I'm thinking about doing a little online needlepoint class too during this time. That's just free, basically. You might have to buy a thread and canvas kit, but it's pretty inexpensive. We'll use a free downloadable pattern from Michael Bourne, who is the man who taught me how to needlepoint. He's a fabulous teacher. And we did, when we opened our brick and mortar, buy the rights to sell his charts and to teach from his charts. So we're pretty excited about that. So I might do that in preparation for the needlepoint class. The counted canvas class that we'll be doing with Gary and Vanna in July, because it's an easy, fun little thing, and it'll give us something else to focus on during this time. So we've got a lot of fun things planned. We're going to stay engaged with you, probably more engaged even than we have been, just to get everybody through this. And we'll still have our employees in the shop every day that we're open, which we have been closed on Sunday and Monday to give us a weekend because we're always open on Saturday. We may shift that around a little bit and do it Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. Don't worry about that. But I'm almost always here. And so when you call, we'll probably have people here to take your call. And you can order by phone. You can order on the website. Emails are hard for us, and Facebook messages are hard for us to keep up with. So, you know, if you're overseas and email is easier for you, then just put something in the title line that this is an order request or something like that so that we see it. We are going to be working through our class schedule as well for the summer and making sure that we've got all those things resolved, but we'll be back in force in the late summer and early fall and then through next year, and we've got fabulous teachers lined up for that. So if you are impacted by any cancellations for this spring and summer, you know, feel free to jump back in there with us in the late summer and fall and next year. We hope things will be resolved with the coronavirus by then, but we've got lots of wonderful teaching schedule things lined up for us. So pretty excited about that. I know we all have questions and concerns, and you know, I don't have any answers for you with any of that stuff. Just know that we feel for everybody out there in the world. I know everybody's struggling with this, and we all want to get through it the best that we can. And, you know, hopefully we can find solidarity with each other in our stitching, and just know that we care about each other as a community, and that we'll be there for you online as best we can. So effective today, we're closed on Mondays anyway, but effective today, Sassy Jack Stitchery will be focusing all of its resources to its online business, and we will keep our brick and mortar closed through probably mid-April, and we'll put more out there about the dates when we feel like things have settled down and we can open back up. We will have our staff here, and we will be shipping, we will be taking orders, and we do have a backlog of orders, so I appreciate you all for that. That's been fantastic response, and we are working through them. We've been shipping like crazy over the last week, and we'll keep working. There's about 60 packages waiting for me over there right now to get the labels on them, to get them into the mail today, so those will all go out today. So I appreciate all of you for your support and your love of this shop, and you know, I hope you know that we care about you and we want the best for you, and you know, our decisions about our shop and our classes are in your best interest as best as we can tell, as well as ours. So understand that, and know that we're just going to be here for you the best way that we can. So on that note, I wanted to talk to you about a few things I love from market. There were many, many things, and I won't get through them all today. I just pulled like 6 or 7 that I just loved, and I want to hit those for you. And then I might be doing the same things over the next few days, tomorrow, next day, whatever. We'll just keep in touch. My favorite from the market, there were a few, but really one of my biggest favorites is this one, Hunter and Gatherer by Rosewood Manor. And I just love this chart. And, you know, I talked to Karen about it, and she said that it was inspired by her father and his hunting trips and things like that. But when I looked at this, I saw Game of Thrones. So maybe it's just me, and maybe there's something wrong with me, I don't know. But I just loved it. And so I'm going to be stitching this first, I think, of all my little market finds. And we do have, it calls for shale from Picture This Plus, which is a really beautiful fabric. And I did get some of this from Karen. Picture This Plus was not at market this year, but we've got an order into them. But I don't have many, so I think I've got about 4 or 5 extra pieces. So if you want this shale, give me a call after you see this video. Don't send me an email because I might not see it, but give me a call, and we'll see if we can't get you hooked up with this shale, or find it, you know, from your own local needlework shop, wherever. But this is a really beautiful fabric, and this thing is gorgeous stitch. Now you can tell from the picture that it doesn't look like it was stitched on this fabric. It looks a lot lighter. So that's just the picture. Pictures always tell their own story. Not necessarily the truth, but a version of the truth. So I'm going to be stitching it on shell, and I'm going to stitch it on the 28 count, which means it'll be kind of a little bit bigger, but I'm okay with that. I love it, and I love the fabric. So that was probably one of my most favorites. Another one, you guys know that I love Stephanie Webb from Lindy Stitches. If you don't know that, you should know that. So this was one of her new charts, and I just fell in love with this. And I probably can't read it to you from the back, but it's Mary, Mary Needleworker. And so it says, Mary, Mary Needleworker, how does your garden grow? With hand-dyed fabric, floss and pins, and scissors lined up in a row. And I love it. So she's got on a really beautiful dress. She's got some several pair of really cool scissors there. A tomato with pins in it, and little animals down at the bottom, a little snail. Yeah, I guess that's a little frog over there on the bobbin. We have to love those frogs because if they're going to come visit us either way, so we have to love them. Butterflies, you know, I just love this thing. So this is another one that I'm definitely got in my stitching pile for market, and I'll be doing this one. And what fabric does she call for? Picture This Plus in Bramble or Echo for the night garden. Okay, so that's the other thing. So if you look on the back of this, she's got a version of it that's dark. And so it's a day garden and a night garden. And you can do it either way. And she basically just changed the colorways, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous both ways. And I'll probably stitch it both ways. The models are beautiful. And she's done a video about this too. You can go check out. If you don't watch her floss tubes, you really need to do that. She's fantastic. Lindy Stitches. And she's just got tons of energy. So, you know, this is pretty high up on my hit list. I love this one. And Bramble, I was going to tell you, Bramble is one of my favorite go-to colors from Picture This Plus. I use it for a lot of things, and I recommend it for a lot of things. It's just a really nice, it's got a lot of qualities that lend itself to just bring out the colors in different fibers, and it's just beautiful. I love it. So Bramble's a good go-to. If you ever see Bramble and you're trying to build your stash, buy Bramble. And it's beautiful in Ada, it's beautiful in linen. You know, you just can't go wrong with that color. So that's one of my favorite colors. So thank you, Stephanie, for that. Another one is Summer House Stitchworks, and it's called Chronicles of Aleen Marie. I can't read today. Sorry. Should put my peeps on. Aleen Marie, Volume 1, and it's inspired by a Norwegian sampler. And so this is the pattern. And I love it, but what I really love about it are these little flowers right here and how sweet and pretty they are. And it's a pretty straightforward, simple little stitch. It's nothing huge. And so this one's really also very early on my hit list. I just love it. And of course, Beth does the best presentation ever. And she brought a lot of really cool, neat things out to market. And we're going to be adding some subscription programs out there for a few of the things that came out in market. One from Beth and one from Hands On Design. We've got some fun things coming up with some of my other favorite designers out there too. So might want to buckle up for this year. It should be fun. So anyway, I think you'll really enjoy what we've got coming, but I love this one. I love those little kind of buttercup flowers up there. They're just really beautiful to me. Another one of my favorites is a Satsuma Street design called Egg Hunt. And of course it's perfect for the upcoming Easter holiday. It's just so bright and pretty. And Satsuma Street was at Nashville Needlework Market this year, and it was their first time. And we carry a lot of Satsuma Street. So I was really excited to meet them and to see their room and stuff, and they were happy to be there. But I love this one. It's just so bright and colorful, and I love the linen that it's on. Let me tell you what it's on. Skepernog, and that explains it because I love Skepernog. I love the thread Skepernog. I love the linen Skepernog. So I'm not sure how much of that we've got from Weeks, but we'll be getting some more in. Weeks is our friend. We love them. They're really good to us, and we're really good to them. We try to be. They're our North Carolina sisters over there. So this is a beautiful one. If you want to, you might be able to get it done for this year. Easter's not here yet. It's a good ways away. It's all cross stitch, and that's what I like about Satsuma Street. And it lends itself really well to Ada or linen. So you don't feel confined by that. It's a really beautiful stitch. And their little tagline says cross stitch for a happy world. I love that. So that's that one. And then you may know that we are sponsoring a stitch along with Fiber Talk, and it's using a Queenstown sampler. It's called Hannah Longstreet 1805, and we do have a linen in stock for this. I'm not sure if we have all the fibers, but we've got it kitted. The price for the kit, including the chart, with a 15% discount, because if you buy the whole kit with us, including the chart and the kit, it's discounted 15%, is $130, which is, I think, fantastic. So we are using legacy linen in 37 count tea cake, Russian tea cake, or it's called for 45 count cream. I can't remember the Jersey cream, 45 count Jersey cream. Both of those are legacy linen. Which we love legacy linen. We've got plenty of that, both of those colors, and we're real happy to kit it up for you on that. If we are missing the fibers, we'll be getting those in, so just hang tight for those. This is a May Day start. So May 1st is when we'll start the stitch along with Fiber Talk, and so you've got plenty of time to get your supplies. Just reach out to us. We'll have it online if you want to order it online, and we'll get it right out to you. But we're really, really excited about this. Beautiful motifs in there, and of course you see that pretty little squirrel. And somebody mentioned to me that they were going to do this on banding and basically stitch one motif, you know, kind of like a one motif under the other on banding, which I thought was a great idea. I think that's fantastic. So that's Hannah Longstreet. So you know, get online and get signed up for that if you want. And then we'll also be putting the kit out there for the needlepoint sampler that we'll be starting with them in July. You got a little more time for that. So those are a few of my favorite things, and there are many, many more. I am sitting here at one of our little market tables, and I will show you a couple other little things that I just love. This little bowl, it's a heartware bowl, and it's from Heart and Hand, and it's just beautiful. It's a small stoneware bowl. Their pottery, you know, is fantastic. Of course, we have our own local potter that we do some things with, but this is just a really beautiful little bowl. And a lot of their little designs will fit right on the top, so it's great for finishing. We do still have a lot of the waxers from Stacy Nash's daughter made these. So this is the strawberry. That's really pretty. Here's a raspberry in a natural color. And here's a raspberry and a raspberry color. And then we've got a few of these really cool, like tombstone owls. That one's in a natural beeswax. That's $16 for that one. There's a black one around here too. Move my little things around, which I think this one's really fabulous. I don't know if you can see him too well with all the glare in here. Tomorrow or the next time we do a video, I'll take him out so you can see him better. And there's just a whole bunch of other things I want to share with you, but one little thing at a time. So that's probably enough for today. I'm going to insert a sweet little video from a beautiful St. Patrick's Day display that we have on, that we have our friend Janice Right Green to thank for that. And we love her. She's one of our local stitchers. She comes in from Shelby, and she's just a good friend to me. And she does beautiful work, and she's done a lot of work on our banding, but she, beyond that, is just a really sweet, gentle soul and a good friend to me. So we're bummed that we're not going to have our birthday celebration, you know, in the shop tomorrow, but I want to share with you that St. Patrick's Day display. And on that note, so one thing I didn't tell you about the online thing, I should have mentioned that earlier. To make this, sorry, my throat's really dry. To make this transition into the online arena, exclusively online arena for us, more palatable for everybody, including our local stitchers, we are not charging shipping within the U.S. for this duration. So as long as our brick and mortar is closed, we will ship at zero cost anywhere in the U.S. You know, use that to your advantage, and, you know, that's our way of saying that we're sorry we don't have our brick and mortar open for you to come and browse through. But, you know, I'll try to show you lots of beautiful things and make this a very sensory, tactile journey as much as I can while the shop is closed. Try to share as much as I can with you, but hopefully that'll take some of the sting out of having to order things rather than come in and buy it. So, you know, we had a really low shipping rate anyway. We're a flat $4 shipping, but we've eliminated that. I did that last night. So as of sometime in the night last night, anything that you purchase from us online going forward is a zero shipping cost while our brick and mortar is closed. So I hope you appreciate that if you're in the U.S. Now, hey, sorry about that. We had a little bit of an interruption because my phone died. So, first things first, I had to charge the phone and then come back to you. But I was talking to you about international shipping and shipping in general. International, we have a flat rate of $12 internationally, and that won't be changing for this duration. We'll leave that the way that it is, just because that actually doesn't cover our cost to ship international, but we're happy to do it for you guys. So that still stays at $12, but if you're within the U.S., you know, we've eliminated that shipping with the idea that you might be coming to see us, and we've prevented you from doing that by closing the shop. So just our apology for that, but we hope you take advantage of it and, you know, use the free shipping, whether you're near or far within the U.S., and certainly take advantage of the $12 shipping internationally. I think that's still a pretty good shipping rate. Now, so the other thing that's happening, because tomorrow is our birthday, is there is a store-wide discount of 17% out there for you. And I think I put it out there through next Sunday or something like that. So, you know, happy birthday to us. It's our third birthday as a brick and mortar. We're super excited about it. We'll make up for this little snafu that we've had where we can't really celebrate with you. We'll put something on our books when we get through all this. But at a minimum, we wanted to celebrate with you online. And so there's a special coupon code. So when you're checking out, there's a box down there for coupon code. And you can enter there in the coupon code box, you can enter in there 3BDAY, which is third birthday. So 3BDAY. And that will apply 17% off discount to anything that you put in your cart. And we hope you take advantage of that over the next week, and just enjoy celebrating with us. You guys have made this a wonderful journey for us. I just can't tell you how different it is than what I expected in so many ways, and how different it is in a real positive way. I mean, we've made so many good friends, and all of you out there have just helped the shop grow, and we're still becoming, we're kind of starting to get into our stride for teaching. I'm doing some of those things, and we're enjoying that, and we'll keep doing that. That was the goal that we set out all along. So I'm glad to know that so many of you have enjoyed the learning stitches. We do have some other fun things coming up later this year and next year with some online classes. So we're hammering out all the details on that too. And we'll be publishing really soon here our class schedule for the fall, late summer and fall of this year. And then next year we have fabulous teachers. I'm so grateful to them that they're coming. We're making good use of our beautiful classroom space upstairs. So you'll start to see more of that published, and I'll be returning confirms on the classes that you've already sent in your registration for. So just be patient with me. I've had a lot going on the last few weeks, but I'll get through it. And there is a special email out there for anything to do with classes. It's sjsclasses with an ES on the end of it at gmail.com. sjsclasses@gmail.com. So any questions or concerns you can send there. Yeah, so that's kind of all the things for today. I think we covered, how we're feeling with the coronavirus and what we're doing to keep everybody safe. So, I know I heard people walking by outside today, looking at our hours and stuff, which we're closed today, but, we will be closed for the next month, probably as a brick and mortar. And, but we'll try to be, like I said, we'll try to give you all kinds of views inside the shop. It should be a lot of fun. It actually should give us time to do some neat and fun things. I wish things were different, and I'm looking forward to when they're different and when they're better for all of us. And I hope that you guys just kind of hunker down and stay healthy and get through it the best you can. Do a lot of stitching. I know there's some fun things coming from Fiber Talk to take up some of your time and to help you kind of have a stitch group as we all get through this, and so keep an ear out for that. We do still have, I didn't mention, the Anya Stay Stitch Along is still going on. So we've got up until Easter, everybody's stitching on whatever you want to do for Modern Folk Embroidery for Anya's Day. And then we also do have the Modern Folk Embroidery 2020 Stitch Along going on, which is fabulous. Linen and Threads has their fabulous Stitch Along out there for 2020. There's just a lot of neat stuff out and about. So, and then there's all the beautiful market stuff. So, I hope you consider us as, you make your online purchases for your market things. We are working hard to get all those shipped out, and we have lots of stuff for you. But until we meet again, I hope you just enjoy your day whenever you do see this, and I hope you're getting some good stitching done. And check us out online for learning stitches, and then probably sometime in the next couple weeks I'll put out that little needlepoint thing, and we'll see if we can't get you going on some counted canvas stuff. So, and then the Hannah Longstreth, I don't know why I have trouble with that name. Clearly that's not enough of a southern name for me. I'm struggling with that. From Queenstown Samplers, get your kit and stuff ready for that, because that's a May Day start. And then we'll have our needlepoint stitch along with Fiber Talk is starting on July the 5th, which is Vanna's birthday. So anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble on. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are all staying healthy out there. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.